Hello everyone, welcome to Insecta channel. So last class we have already discussed about the BPH, GLH, WBPH. So today we will start from the paddy thrips. Okay, so paddy thrips, it is also a sucking pest. It belongs to the family Thripidae and order is Thysanoptera. So the scientific name is Stenochaetothrips biformis. Okay, the scientific name is Stenochaetothrips biformis. So this pest is observed when there is a dry spell, prolonged dry spell, मतलब लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए ड्राई रहता है. तो अगर सैंड एरिया अगर ड्राई रहते हैं तो दिस पेस्ट विल अटैक टू द क्रॉप. ओके, and usually in the low humidity condition, high temperature, these three things will favor to the pest buildup. That means अगर ये तीन चीज़ रहेंगे उस फील्ड में, like prolonged dry spell, low humidity and high temperature, then paddy thrips will attack to the crop. Okay, then now we'll see the life cycle. Total life cycle is 20 to 25 days, and first they will lay the eggs. So where they will lay the eggs? The female will lay the egg in the leaf tissue. Okay, then approximately at a time 100 eggs will be laid by the female. Next, the incubation period is 3 to 5 days. Nymphal period is 10 to 12 days. See, these thrips, they are having 5 nymphal instar. Okay, so this is the adult, this is the nymph. So nymph will look like this and this is the adult. So they are having 5 nymphal instar. So adults are very small, 1 mm long or elongate, dark brown to black in color with narrow fringed wings. So wing type is fringed wing. This type of fringed will be there on their wings. Okay. So next we'll see the symptom of damage. First you will see initially inward curling will occur. See, you can see here the leaves are getting curl. So inward curling of the leaf will occur from the tip portion. Okay. Then the most important is silvery streak. If they are attacking to any leaf, so that leaf will become silver color. That's why it is known as silvery streak. Okay, so these are the most important thing. So if in exam you cannot remember all the points, if you are writing only inward curling of the leaf and silvery streak, then it is okay. So now the nature of damage, how they will cause the damage, that is known as nature of damage. So see, first what will happen, both the nymphs and adult, they will lacerate the tender leaf. Lacerate means they will first collect the sap of the leaf, then they will make their mouth in a conical shape and they will suck that sap from the leaf. Okay, so both the nymphs and adult, they will lacerate the tender leaf and suck the plant sap. So as a result, what will happen, if they are sucking the plant sap means the plant will become dry. So here what you will get, silvery streak will occur. That means silver color will occur due to the attack of the thrips. Okay, and these thrips attack, normally they will occur in both the stages, like in nursery as well as in the main field they will attack. Okay, so rolling and drying of the leaf tip, already I have told, that is inward curling will occur. Okay, so this thing you can write in a short, that inward curling of the leaf. Then yellow or silvery streak will occur of the young seedling. Okay, so these are the two important damage symptom. So this thing already we have discussed, that they cause damage in both main field as well as nursery. So next we will discuss about the paddy gull midge, that is Orselia oryza. Cecidomidae is the family, order is Diptera. So this gull midge, they will look exactly like mosquito, but there are little differentiate is there, like adult is small, reddish in color, delicate fly with long legs. Okay, legs will be very long as compared to the mosquito, resembling like a mosquito and moniliform antenna. So I think you might have known the mosquito antenna type is plumose and pilose, whereas this paddy gull midge, they are having moniliform antenna. Okay, so now we will see where they will lay the eggs. So eggs will lay in a singly or in small cluster. Either they will lay the egg in singly or in small cluster they will lay the egg. And where they will lay? At the base of the leaf. Okay, at the base of the leaf they will lay the egg near the ligules, and up to 200 eggs they can lay. Then incubation period is 3 to 5 days. Then the maggot are minute grayish white in color, fully fed maggot 3 mm length. So fully mature maggot will, the size will be like 3 mm in length and pinkish in color. Okay, earlier like they will look like grayish white in color, but when they will be fully fed or fully matured, so they will look like pinkish in color. And the larval period is 7 to 15 days. Pupa, within the gall you will find the pupa. What is gall? That I will discuss in next slide. Then pupal period is 3 to 8 days and adult leaf for 1 to 5 days. Next we will see the tillering stage of the paddy crop is more susceptible to the attack of the pest. I think you all know what is tillering stage. So in this stage paddy is more susceptible for the attack of this gall midge. Okay, so in JRF also this kind of question will come, that gall midge will attack in which stage. Okay, so you have to write this. Now we will see nature of damage, that means how they will form the gall, how the silver shoot will form, that is known as nature. So let us look into this matter, that is the maggots crawl down between the leaf sheath. So first what will happen, the maggot will crawl down between the leaf sheath, then reaches to the growing point. So wherever the growing points are there they will crawl there. Okay, then in the growing point they will start feeding. So when they will start feeding, their saliva contains sesidogen. Okay, so this is also important question, that sesidogen, this sesidogen is responsible for the formation of gall. Okay, because the gall means in their saliva sesidogen is there, so sesidogen is responsible for the formation of gall. So as a result what will happen, cylindrical gall will form on the leaf. So the leaf will look like onion leaf. Have you seen onion leaf? Have you seen onion leaf? So sorry, onion shoot, have you seen? So like this onion type of shoot will form in the leaf. So that is nothing but the modification of leaf sheath. Okay, so this is also very important, most important question, like silver shoot is nothing but the modification of dash, fill in the blanks. So silvery shoot is nothing but the modification of leaf sheath. Okay, so this kind of silver shoot will form or onion shoot will form due to the attack of gall midge. Then infested tiller not producing panicle. So suppose this is the tiller, they have infested completely this tiller, so that tiller will not produce the panicle. Okay, so panicle is the flower of the rice, so they will not produce any flower. As a result further growing of tiller will arrested. Okay, so further tiller will not grow. Next, the damage symptoms are like already we have told, like tubular gall will form without bearing panicle, that is known as silvery shoot or onion shoot. Okay, then the field will attack to rice seedling leads to profuse tillering. Suppose in seedling they are attacking, suppose this gall means they are attacking the rice in seedling stage, then you will find profuse tillering, means tillering will occur very more compared to normal tillering. Okay, so tillering will occur more, but in that you will not, this tiller will not bear any panicle. Okay, so reasons for outbreak of this pest, why the outbreak of gall midge is occurring? Due to the early monsoon shower following by dry spell. Suppose continuously dry spell is there and again suddenly early monsoon shower came, so this type of condition will also leads to the gall midge attack. Then continuous cloudy weather also one important thing, then high relative humidity, then temperature 28 to 30 degrees Celsius, Late planting is also one reason. High yielding susceptible varieties, continuous cropping, that is monocropping, nitrogen application, closer plant spacing, then intensive management practice. These are the reason of the pest outbreak. Then we will see paddy earhead bug. So paddy earhead bug, this is Leptocoryza oratoria or Leptocoryza acuta also you can say. So this paddy earhead bug belongs to the family Alididae and the order is Hemiptera. So this is also one sucking pest, but this, as the name is indicating earhead, earhead means they will attack on the ear region or they will attack on the grain. Okay, so pest generally appear on rice just before flowering. So when they will attack? Just before flowering and continue until the panicle ripening stage. So they will stay in the plant until the panicle ripening stage. Okay, so this is also one important question will come from this earhead bug, that is when they will attack. So they will in the panicle stage, which insect will attack or which insect will cause more damage in the panicle stage. So you have to write rice earhead bug will attack or cause more damage in the panicle stage. Okay, so female, they will lay egg on the leaf blade and in a row they will lay, and 10 to 20 rows they will, like 10 to 20 rows they will lay the egg. Okay, then they are reddish brown in color. Incubation period is 6 to 7. Adults is an active greenish brown color, as you can see here, greenish brown color. Then slender body, then prominent antenna legs are there. Okay, so their antenna measuring 2 to 2.5 centimeter length. This thing is not necessary to remember. You just see this where they are laying the eggs. And one more thing, if you will touch the adult, they will release a pungent smell. Okay, because it is a bug, so they are having the pungent gland and they will release that smell when you will touch. So you can see this is the lateral view of the insect. Nymph are also slender, elongated, as you can see this is the nymph, and they are yellowish to green in color, and they will suck the sap from the milk grain. So what is the milk grain? That means suppose this is the rice grain and the rice is forming inside it. So earlier stage it is like very soft will be there, green milk will be present inside the grain. So that milk will be sucked by this insect. As a result, what will happen? Foul smell will come. So when this nymph and adult, they will suck the milk grains, so you will find that foul smell is coming, and also chaffy grain will form, and also they will deteriorate the grain quality because they are attacking on the grain. And as a result, what will happen? The grain is becoming chaffy and one spot will be there wherever they are puncturing. Suppose this is the grain and they started feeding in this by puncturing this portion. So what will happen? This portion will be visible, and in this area water soaked spot will form, and this area will become brown. Border will become brown and center white color will be there. So these will deteriorate the quality of the grain. Okay, and both the adult and nymph will cause this kind of damage. Stage of attack already you know, just before the flowering up to milky stage. Then nature of damage means they will suck the sap from the peduncle, tender stem, milky grain. Okay, so apart from the rice, they also breed on the grasses. Okay, next we will see the paddy hispa. So this is the beetle, belongs to the family Chrysomelidae and order is Coleoptera. The scientific name is Diclodispa armigera. Okay, so on their body you can see spines are there and it is very small. The rice hispa is very small. As you can see, when they are staying on this leaf also, they cannot cover the whole leaf. Rice leaf is width, you know, width of the rice leaf, and you can see here very small. So adult is small bluish black beetle measuring 5 mm in length and is easily recognized by numerous short spine on the elytra. Okay, so how you will recognize them? They are having numerous short spine on the elytra. Next symptom of damage. So here one important damage symptom you have to remember. See, they will also cause white parallel streak on the leaf, okay, or straight white line on the leaf surface. So one symptom we know, like ladder like appearance will be caused by the caseworm. So here also you will find that these insect will also cause the ladder like appearance. Okay, suppose in MCQ both the options are there, like caseworm is also there, Diclodis parmigera is also there. So you have to write Diclodis parmigera, it is the most prominent answer. Okay, so adults, how they will cause the damage? Adult, they will feed on the chlorophyll by scraping the green matter and causing white parallel streak on the leaf or straight white line on the leaf surface. White patches along with long axis of the leaf. So you will find this kind of white patches will be formed along with the length of the leaf. Okay. Then grub, what they will do? Grub will mine into the leaf between the epidermal layer. Such leaf causes white blotches near the leaf tips and finally dries. So what will happen? White blotches means discoloration of the leaf will occur because of the mining. As a result, what will happen? The leaf will dry. So thank you all.